We're going to be cleaning out these Eugenia topiaries here. Typically, take my Eugenia topiary out from the garden. I bring them on the inside. But this year, since they did so well over the wintertime, I decided that I was going to go ahead and I was going to keep the Eugenia topiary in place. Unfortunately, we experienced a hospitalization that kept us in the hospital for longer than 30 days. So therefore, when I came back, I experienced so many of my plants had perished during that time that we were away from home. We recently repotted some lemon cypress topiary, and so I kept them in place because I was going to do a fall application with them. And then the more I thought about it, I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and pull them. And so now, since we're at the crossroads here, we're going to go ahead and we are going to address these topiaries here. So let's go ahead and get them cleaned out. I'm going to be using these loppers just to break down the tree. Using a lopper, I won't have to necessarily pull out the entire tree at one time, and then it'll be easier to fit it into the yard waste, which then turns into mulch. I have all of the 4 containers cleaned out right here, and it looks so different. It looks so bare in this area, and I really just, it's refreshing, but I feel like I'm missing something here. I do have replacement plants for the 2 white containers, but for these containers, I do know which direction I want to take these containers in. But I do want to run, and we're going to get some annuals for these containers right here. But before I go, I want to go ahead and just get all of this just tidied up a little bit and just get all of the leaves and the debris and everything just cleaned off real quick. We're going to pick up some of these. They're running $3.98 for a 8-pack. And so they'll do exactly what we needed to do. This is what they look like. Beautiful. I'll go ahead and I'll take a full flat of these. Matter of fact, let me go get a cart real quick. So we'll get an entire flat of these. And we'll get another flat. This one doesn't look too good, so we'll just swap this out real quick. Pansies and or violas are an excellent choice to use around this time of the year. We're going to be using some pansies inside of these containers, and I'm super duper excited about this. Now I went with this blue color here because I thought it would be perfect for this room here. And even though we're going in and we're using just one plant, we're doing a mono container, we're going to make a beautiful statement inside of these concrete urns here. I kept the soil half and half here because I knew that the soil at the bottom would be okay. So I am going to top off the soil in both of the containers. One more scoop here. I love it. I absolutely love it. If you live in an area where you have a sunroom or you have a greenhouse or you have mild winters, but you have like a outdoor extension of your home, this is a perfect way to come in and add some beautiful color over the winter, and they will not disappoint. And I'm telling you, with your pansies, you just want to come in. You just want to make sure you continue to fertilize them and keep them watered. We do have the light that's going to be coming in from the window here, with the added bonus that we don't have to worry about the frost hitting them. So they'll do perfect. Typically in this area, because this room is blue and white, I do like to, come in with some type of complementary color to blue and white. And I am feeling so motivated. But the more I think about it, I am really being tugged back and forth with the plant that I was going to use in this area and with the topiary. So I want you all to drop down in the comment box. Let me know, do you think I should go back in with a topiary, or do you think I should go with my original plan? I'm not going to expose what my original plan is, but what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we are going to go antiquing, because I have been looking since last year for a bistro set. The bistro set that I am looking for, I do want it to give like the antique feel, all of the antique vibes. We found one previously in an antiquing video, but it was blue, but it had whales on it. I just could not get with the whales. And then some of you all pointed out that it had waves on it. And I was like, oh yeah, it definitely had waves. So it definitely was not my vibe. It's beautiful, if that's your taste. But it really wasn't my taste, and it really wouldn't fit in the room that I wanted it to go in. Now, here's the thing. I did find one online, but it was $2,000. We're almost $2,000. With taxes, it probably would have been well over $2,000. Because this is the end of the season, it is the perfect time to, find those bistro sets and things like that on sale. But I'm really wanting something antique that I found online right here. You see that? It's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. It's coming in a white color, and it gave me everything that I was looking for until I seen the price. When I seen the price, I said, not right now, because I have so many things that I want to get accomplished. So you got to kind of pick and choose. You got to put your wants on the back burner, which you all know that I don't have to. I'm preaching to the choir right now. I already know I'm preaching to the choir. So let's head out and let's go antiquing and see if we can find a bistro set. And drop down in the comment box and let me know, do you guys think I should go back in with a beautiful topiary? So when I had the topiaries here, they absolutely love this environment here. And typically what I would have done is I would have uprooted them and took them back outside for the summertime and use them in my containers, and I would have been starting out with a beautiful specimen. Because with your Eugenia topiary, they are hardy but not in my zone, but they absolutely love this environment out here. So I was kind of looking for some Eugenia topiary, but I really wasn't serious. So like if I was just in a garden center, I would just breeze through. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, if I see some tall Eugenia topiaries, a pair of them, then I'm just going to go ahead and grab them. Haven't seen any yet, but I also haven't been like just laser focused on finding the Eugenia topiary. So drop down, let me know, should we go with my original plan for this area here, or should I take your advice and go back in with the topiary? Let's go antiquing. We'll start off going through here. Now we are going to look for a bistro set and see what we can find in the different booths here. So nothing here, just a lot of trinkets and things. Also, while I'm in here, anything blue and white, definitely going to be looking for. Anything that catches my eyes, definitely going to stop and see if we see anything. But I almost feel like when you go to your junk shops that are like this, these are where you find some of the most unique treasures, because it's so much you have to actually just stop and just look and see what you can find. So we'll keep going down this way. Also, another thing that might actually work out is these small card tables like this. But as for this one, this is not for sale, but obviously I would want it to be taller. I would want the table to be wider. We'll keep looking. Totally like this table right here. This is actually pretty cute. How much is this? $34. A nice side table. And what I like about this is you could either use the original wood or you could paint this up. So let's keep looking. We'll go down this way and then we'll go to the right and see what all we can come up with. All right. Well, now, oh wow, look at this, you all. Look at this vintage fireplace. Is it real wood or pressed wood? It kind of feels like it's some type of faux material over it, but I absolutely love this. Keep going down and see what all we can come up with. And this is what I mean. Another example is so much in here. Here's a nice little set. How much is this? Is it even for sale? I can see why, because that's a steal. Oh, you know what? I do want to start getting into collecting a lot of green. But it's like either you're going to, it's hard to kind of start collecting because for me, I like to try to, find a few pieces first. So like I have these 2 pieces, but if it was 4, I would totally get these. But just by it being 2, I'm not going to get them. And the whole theory, I'll get these 2 and then I'll try to find the rest later. It just never works out for me. So I ditched that a long time ago. All right, this booth right here, I love it. I'm not really seeing much. So this is our last aisle down here. If we don't see anything, then we'll just go ahead and just call this trip as, I'm not going to necessarily say a waste, but I'm not seeing anything. One small table, but definitely won't work for what we need it for at all.